Good morning, everybody. Cleveland J here from Sports Bias with Cleveland J. We are 2 days away from the Ultimate Sports Award Movie Awards nomination show. The awards will be given and presented April 10th, and we're still looking for presenters. So if you're interested in being a presenter on the award show, please let us know. Send us an email or reach out on Facebook. But we had a couple. We had an interesting day yesterday talking about movies with my nomination committee, and we had a couple Twitter Spaces calls that were a lot of fun, and several things come up, and I keep on laughing at a movie I had forgotten about, and maybe some of you know. There was a movie called Joanna Man. Joanna Man. It's a basketball movie about a NBA star that was kicked out of the league, and he was dying to play basketball, so he played in the women's league. He became a woman and played in the women's league. It was awful. It was awful. But every time I think about it, it brings a smile to my face. Some other ones came up yesterday that people were talking about that I'd forgotten about. A baseball movie that I loved when I saw it, and I watched it many, many times, had not come up in my process. Stealing Home. Stealing Home with Mark Harmon and Jodie Foster. It was great. It was a great movie. Some of the other things that came up were one movie. One movie was, I see these cords flying all over the place. One movie was nominated for Best Hockey Movie. Or not nominated, but suggested, put on the list for a possible nomination for consideration. It's also on the list for Worst Movie of All Time. So I thought that was interesting. Different perspectives. Yeah, it's going to be a great show. It's going to be fun. The whole process is going to be fun. So the nomination show is this Sunday at 8 o'clock. We have some special guests joining us. My co-host, Joe Gua, will be with us throughout the whole process, the nomination show, all the subsequent shows, and the award show on April 10th. But there are a couple people that just got assisted on being on the show. Brad Ballantyne is going to come on and share some of his thoughts and his favorite movies. He has a ridiculous take that I can't wait for you to hear. I can't wait to hear your reaction to. And also, my buddy Felix is going to be on the show. He also had a pretty severe reaction to one particular movie that we're going to talk about. And Anetta is going to come on with a category that has come up a lot during this process about what's a sports movie, what's not a sports movie. And for example, what was the one I was thinking about? Oh, one of the ones that was on the list on IMDb actually was an awesome movie. I love this movie. If you haven't seen it, you should. Called White Squall. It was a great movie, but it's in the sailing category, I guess, is how you'd call it a sports movie. But Anetta is going to come on to lobby for several movies that she thinks that should be considered. We'll see. I think it's going to be completely ridiculous, but maybe it'll be good entertainment. Who knows? I refuse to listen to her till the show. I don't want to know. So she'll be coming on the show as well. And yeah, there's some other movies that just came up for me that I hadn't thought about. Movies that I either liked or some guilty pleasures. And so don't judge me on this. The gymnastics movie Stick It. I loved it. Also, one of the movies I didn't think about is a sports movie, but it certainly is. Bring It On, Gabrielle Union. Bring It On, the cheerleading movie. That was entertaining. I like that. A big movie that I had forgotten, Karate Kid. Karate Kid is certainly a sports movie. It just didn't fit into those traditional categories. So that would be in her other category. So Best Picture Other. The Cutting Edge. Topic was on there for you Cutting Edge fans. Hardball with Keanu Reeves. I love that movie. I love it when you call me Big Papa. That was a great movie. I haven't seen that. And another one I thought of as my kids were watching it the other day that is certainly a sports movie. It's a cartoon, Surf's Up. If you haven't seen Surf's Up, it's a surf cartoon movie. I think Shia LaBeouf is the lead on it. It's a great movie. It should be considered. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, it's going to be a great process. The nomination show, again, is this Sunday at 8 o'clock. The award show is April 10th. In the meantime, the public will vote. We'll be sending out surveys, social media posts, all kinds of different things, video clips, all kinds of stuff that will give you the opportunity to vote. We're actually putting the final touches on at least the process now. We'll have it ready by Sunday, so voting will start Monday and run through the beginning of April or something. So you'll be hearing a lot about that. Hopefully, we'll have the conversation going on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. I'm sure we'll be hosting some shows, some live chats on Twitter Spaces, and some other things in the meantime. But it's going to be great. It's going to be it's going to be really entertaining. The people I have on, especially this nomination show, it's going to be funny. I mean, judging from the calls I've had with these folks and the process, my stomach hurts. I feel like I've done 100 sit-ups just from working with them in this process. So, and again, I can't wait to have you hear Brad's take on a classic movie. You're just gonna have to hear utter ridiculousness. And Jason Felix has some pretty strong opinions on this whole thing that I'm looking forward to, and I can't wait to see how Annetta lobbies for some movies. Because if she brings Ferris Bueller up, I'm cutting her off. I'm kicking her off the show right away. Just because they're at a Cubs game doesn't mean it's a sports movie, Annetta. We'll see. I don't know her list, so I'm looking forward to it. Tune in this Sunday at 8 o'clock on Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, forgetting one, YouTube, obviously, for the Ultimate Sports Movie Awards nomination show. And again, we're looking for presenters. Let me know if you're interested. Love to hear your comments. Put your favorite movies, your scenes, quotes, favorite quotes. You're killing me, Smalls. All kinds of things. Any sports movie related content, your comments you want to add, throw them in the comments. And I will see you on Sunday for the nomination show.